Okay, so I'm actually heading to the shooting range today. Gonna get out of the house a little bit. Been pretty much locked up for 2 days. Been man down completely. So I felt like, you know what, I want to get out a bit, go do a bit of shooting, get out in nature. It's also where I like to unwind. It's super peaceful, super quiet. And during the week, there's no one else there. So that's quite nice. It's about 2 hours out. I'll show you guys exactly what the place looks like when I get there. But I've been man down for the past 2 days, like in bed, coughing up a bunch of shit, a bunch of gunk, phlegm, all that goody fucking shit. And, you know, that was kind of my body telling me that something needs to change. You know, it was my body telling me I need the rest. Not only did I get a good break mentally, because I've been working like basically every single day. This was the first day in ages I took the entire day off and just relaxed. And, you know, it was also my body telling me like I need to put a bit of brakes on going out, because for the past 3 weekends I've been going out. Not that I've necessarily been getting wasted or anything like that, but that first weekend I went out, I did drink. And then the following day I decided, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I've become a little pussy when it comes to the alcohol. Like my body just doesn't handle it anymore. Back in the day, wow, I used to fucking drink. I could drink a bottle of tequila when I was younger and then be chilled the next day, or I'd just drink again the next day. But that was also a really bad habit of mine. So it's also crazy when you completely stop doing stuff like that, you see how toxic it actually is for your body. Because man, I'm telling you, if I just have 3-4 drinks the next 3 days, I'm man down as well. But anyway, so that was my body telling me. And this past weekend, we went out, you know, I just didn't get good rest, which also affected the week ahead. Like I wasn't as productive for the first Monday to Tuesday because I was tired. I didn't get good rest. But I also was smoking some of my friends' vape. Fucking hell, and that shit kills your lungs. Now, with the consequence to doing that, I was just fucking coughing up all this crap. So my body was like, okay, this is why, don't do it again, and I'm listening to my body. So, and the same thing applies with like, you know, our bodies can literally be the best doctor. We just need to actually fucking listen to it. You know, for example, if you walk up the stairs, let's say it's 10 stairs, and you get to the top and you're out of breath, that's not right. There's something wrong. Your body's trying to tell you, man, you're unfit. This is not right. This is unhealthy. If you are tired, you're lethargic every day, you have no drive, you absolutely hate waking up in the morning and going to work and doing that shit, you don't have energy, and you rely on caffeine, it means that there's something bigger, there's something deeper, and that is like something within your nutrition. You're not eating the good enough foods that's gonna give you the energy, that's gonna give you the drive. Could be linked to you being slightly overweight or unhealthy, so that's affecting your hormone levels, so you don't have that energy, especially as a man. If your testosterone levels drop as a man, your energy drops. Your drive drops, literally. That is what pretty much pushes you as a fucking dude. Let's see what else. Indigestion. I used to get indigestion all the damn time. Like it would be so bad that it would just like get saliva in my mouth like crazy, and it just would constantly happen. And, you know, I found out that it was something in my diet. I was eating stuff that was too acidic. I was having bread, like certain breads that was giving me indigestion. And as soon as I made those replacements, everything stopped. But before I started thinking of a holistic approach of trying to figure out what the root cause is, what the main factor of all of this is, I would just take things to suppress it. And I think that's what most of us do. We never really look to fix the root cause, the main problem, and actually prevent it from happening. But instead, we just suppress it through taking things like medication, antacids, or relying on caffeine to give us energy through the day. Whereas if you make just small, habitual or lifestyle changes, it can completely transform everything. And it has done so for me. Yeah, and that is where our bodies literally tell us when some shit is going on, and we just need to listen to it. Our bodies are actually incredible. Anyway, that is how the past 2 days have been sucks. So anyway, that's how the past 2 days have been flipping sick as a dog. But now, gonna head to the shooting range. I'll show you guys what that looks like in a bit. Take a couple shots and I'll check you guys later. Okay, let's see the shot. What do we got here? This is on 200 meters. Okay, not too bad. Just a little bit off from the 200 meter mark. And that's the one there. So I'm going to get a little bit of a walk in to see what the shot's looking like. Check how stunning this place is. Couple mils off the target. And the breathing's on point, the rifle's good. The only difference we've made now is to change the scope by 1 click up. And changing that scope 1 click up, I'm literally walking to the thing now, has gotten me in the bull. Check that, right there. 1 click up. So that same shit applies with your training. You could be doing almost everything on point, right? Your training could be on point. You're going there with intention. You're putting in the effort. But if your nutrition is not on point, or you don't have the recovery protocols, then you're just not going to get the best results. Everything was on point. My breathing was on point. The rifle was perfectly fine. The only difference was the scope wasn't 100% in, and I just did 1 little click, and that scope got me a bullseye. Now, if you're putting in the effort, you're showing up, you're putting in that graft, you're putting in that grind, you know that you've been putting in the work, and you know you should be getting way better results, then something might just be off. Something small, something tiny. You just got to make that adjustment. So on the way back from the shooting now, on the way home, probably got another hour to drive. But just check this flippin' stunning view. Check that shit. Let me show you guys this view now. So this has been a pretty successful, good day out, I'm not gonna lie. It was nice specifically because I got some bad news today that, you know, the medical aid denied my back op once again. But this time was because they sent all of the papers, all of the things we've been working on for the past 2 months, PMA forms, it's like to see if I had any pre-existing conditions or diagnosis before, and they sent it all to the wrong department. So an absolute waste of time, but you know what else can you do? Tomorrow I got to deal with that shit once again. But we move, eh? Anyway, I went shooting today. Everything was on point. Good day, no wind. You know, my breathing was good today. So everything was on point, but I just wasn't hitting the bull. I wasn't hitting the target. And I was like, what the fuck, man? There's no ways. Everything is just going so well. I'm putting in the effort. I'm lining it up. My breathing's good. So then I said, okay, something has got to be out. Something isn't right. So I just did 1 click down on the scope and boom, hit it in the middle. Hit it in the bull. Hit it in the bull. And that's to show you the exact same thing applies with reaching your fitness goal, right? You can have everything on point. You could be showing up. You could be giving 100%. But if something is out, you're missing your macros, your protein isn't high, some food isn't working with your body, it's going to set you back. Obviously, it's not going to be that detailed, but for example, you could be training. Your training could be on point. But if you're missing and you're slacking on the recovery, right, if you're slacking on nutrition aspect, then you're just not going to get the results you're hoping to achieve. And you could be aiming right, 100%, going on point, showing up, breathing's on point, but you're just going to be off of that target every single time until you make the correct adjustment to get you there. And that is kind of the lesson I learned as well today with the shooting. But after making that adjustment, boom, we hit that bullseye. But that's me for the day. Flipping awesome day, driving home now. Amazing views where I'm at, you know, can't be more blessed, to be honest. And I know this back thing will get sorted out. It just means I'm out for a little bit longer with the training, but again, I'll take full advantage of it. It's just going to make me appreciate training and be able to move my body far more. And to be honest with you, I can't wait to stop bitching about my back and about my injury and to just show up in the gym. But I'll check you guys for the next one. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys might be struggling with in the comments so I can make a video on it. Guys, I'm here to help you out. Let's fucking go. Cheers. See you for the next one.